Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Hardcore and our Dwarf Hunter. We are going to do things in the northern part of Hillsbrad today, and possibly up in Alterac. We have a couple of quests I want to work on here. Syndicate Assassins. We might be able to do the Crush Ridge bounty for the Dirty Knucklebones. It depends on what level these guys are. And I want to work on the Yetis first, and the Mountain Lions and the Hulking Mountain Lions. So, you know, it's just about at our level. Everything's basically at our level right now. We don't have a lot of places where we can work on green questing. And for now, that's going to be okay. I'm pretty familiar with most of these quests, so I'm not too worried that we're going to get into any undue trouble. Thank you guys very much for being here today. I appreciate y'all clicking on the video and tolerating the different format here for our dwarf, who has mostly been a streaming character. But today I was in the mood just to have a nice relaxing time and just do some recorded stuff on the Hunter today. And especially when we are streaming a lot of Season of Discovery, I plan to keep the Hunter going in recorded series. There's always time for me to sneak in like 45 minutes to an hour to record, but there's not always time for me to do an additional stream. You know, because for streams, I feel like streams are best when you can go for 3 or more hours. Nobody likes a short stream. I don't like a short stream. I wouldn't mind if the Yeti fur drop rate was just really, really bad. And then we can grind here for a little bit. This is a pretty decent place to grind. Even going into the cave is not super dangerous, mainly because these guys don't run, they don't call for help. All they do is they wiggle their toes at us. That's about all they do. And the wiggling begins. The wiggling of the toes, I think, is part of the walking animation. So when they're pathing back and forth, nothing looks weird. It's when they're standing still fighting you that the toe wiggling really begins. We'll stick on the outside of the cave as much as we can, just to kind of follow some of the basic rules of hardcore, which, you know, the rules mainly state that you want to avoid caves when you can. Around here we never avoid caves. But we'll fight on the outside as much as possible today. Since I don't have you guys here to yell at me if I'm about to get killed, I'll play a little bit more carefully than I have been. Oh, and if you guys could let me know about the sound settings for the classic era recorded stuff, I would appreciate any feedback. I've got the retail sound settings dialed in basically where I want, but since it's different sound settings for the different clients, I think this is a good place for the music and the ambience to be, but you guys can let me know how it sounds. If you do give me feedback about the audio, I would appreciate it if you let me know what kind of device you're listening on, whether it's headphones or your TV soundbar or a laptop. Let me know how the sound is and what device you're on, so I can kind of get things dialed in for us. Obviously the goal is, you know, to have the music and ambience kind of in the forefront, but not overpowering, and just help us kind of get immersed and chill. Like, I'm already kind of noticing that probably the sound effects for the gun, especially the gun being as loud as they're probably a little bit too high. So I might turn the SFX down here a little bit. I'm going to bump it all the way down to 30, and you guys let me know if that just gets too quiet. It sounds like it could go down even lower than that. That's probably okay. Enough to let you know that we're in combat and that things are happening, but not enough to be jarring if you're trying to relax or if you're trying to have this on when you're going to sleep or something like that. My goal always with the sound in the recorded stuff, my goal is always to have it be that you could have it on and you could fall asleep to it, you know, have a little nap, fall asleep at night. That's kind of one of like the best pieces of feedback I always get is when, I love it when people tell me that they fall asleep to my recordings. You'd think like some people might be offended, but no, like part of the goal is to create like a relaxing recording that you can turn on, that you can just let run and you can kind of relax and conk out to, definitely. Now we have some respawns here. A mithril deposit. What are the odds that I can mine mithril? Not very good. Thousand Needles seem like a really good place to look for iron. Next time I'm in Kalimdor, I need to carve out some time and run around in circles in the Shimmering Flats, on the very edge of the Shimmering Flats, and just kind of look for iron. Our current skill is 144. And I'd like to see that much higher. I really need to sell the old water and, you know, get water that's not for level 15 characters. Yeah, we've got almost level 35. At this point, it's probably better just to wait till I hit 35, then I can buy level 35 water. That might be what I do. Part of me wants to investigate this mithril to see like what level it is that I need to be. Part of me tells myself, hey, you should probably get out of the cave, buddy. So maybe we'll kill these last two guys and then we'll start making our way back out to the surface. We have some action up at the entrance. Looked like possibly a mage. I see some frozen Yeti. Yeah, mage armor chilled. Well, you know, there really is nothing out here. Everybody out here has been killing stuff while we've been inside. Mage is trying to AoE kite 2 mobs. Well, I guess you gotta practice somewhere. Oh, here we go, the top levels respawned. Not a really good place to be. At least he was one of the enemies. Like, some enemies, when they spawn back in, they're active right away. Other times when an enemy spawns back in, you have a couple seconds before they become active. You know, before they'll aggro, before they'll attack. We got really lucky with that one. At first, I didn't think I would want it, but the more I think about it, the more I think that it might be cool to have like a hardcore seasonal character. It's not something we talked about a lot, but it came up one day back during the initial announcement and stuff for SOD. Like when you do a Diablo season, or I think even like a Path of Exile season, you can just select hardcore button, and then you have a hardcore character that has 1 life, and will, you know, they die. That's it. Part of me, like, at first I wasn't interested in that, because, you know, for me, part of hardcore is the idea that everybody's hardcore. Like, this guy is hardcore. If he dies, he's dead. I don't know who he is. I have no other indicator, but since it's a hardcore server type, I know that he's a hardcore player. So part of me thought that I wouldn't be interested in it in a setting where not everybody was a hardcore player. But the more I think about it, the more I think maybe that's not true. And I think maybe, like, a hardcore option for Season of Discovery characters would be cool. And, you know, I don't think they're going to do it for this season because they haven't talked about it. But it would maybe be nice to see it in future seasons. You know, maybe they will. Maybe they will simply do the Soul of Iron buff. Because that's how they handle the hardcore characters, technically, in Season of Mastery. You could be a hardcore character. You had to go get the Soul of Iron buff. And that just, it doesn't stop you from rezzing, you know, but it's basically like you fail the challenge if you die. If you die, you lose the buff. And you fail the challenge. So maybe they could do something like that. I'd like to see it from level 1 though, because I feel like with the Soul of Iron you had to get to the capital cities, and you don't get to the capital cities right at level 1. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think that would be a nice option to have as a challenge for a seasonal character. Obviously when you think about like some of the PvP events they're planning for the season, you know, it wouldn't necessarily be good for that content, obviously. Or maybe you just make it so that like player kills in PvP don't count towards the hardcore, you know? You could easily do something like that. Where like the hardcore pertains to player versus environment, and PvP is just PvP. You can die as many times as you want to another player. Well, I probably should have taken a drink there and gotten some mana back. That would have been a really good idea. Oh nice, we have a couple of things to train. We only have 18 training points. I'm going to go with Shadow Resist first. And that is why I always open. If I'm competing for a tag, I'm always going to open up with Arcane Shot or Auto Attack. To get that immediate damage. If you lay a Serpent Sting down, but your Auto Attack doesn't fire, then you're not going to get the tag. Solid chest. I didn't see if maybe he already looted this. Roll for it. I'll roll for it. I can't type today. I'll give him a smiley. I like that. That was cool. Yeah, I could have just stolen it from him, obviously, but he might have been able to just steal it from me too, and he didn't. That was a nice interaction to have in WoW. Alright, that is all 10 of the Yeti furs. That took a little while, but it felt really good. This is a really good grind spot, actually. I wouldn't have minded if the drop rate was twice as bad. Yeah, we could have killed here for a while. Maybe I still will grind here eventually. It'd be really nice also if you were a skinner, obviously. Or if you could mine mithril. Now there is iron back there. It's tempting. But I think we'll get out of the cave now. We didn't have any close calls, so we might as well not risk it. Let's head up here. We have to go after mountain lions. We also have Syndicate footpads. And thieves to go after. It looks like that paladin just went on a rampage through here and killed most of the guys. We will hang out, pick off the ones that remain, and grab some of the respawns. However, we also have to head a little bit further to the northeast. There are a couple of quests available for us to pick up on a table. Like there's a journal and maybe a map or something like that. So we'll fight here for a bit, then we'll work our way over that way. And we have respawns popping back up. I'm going to pull back a little bit. Now, from what I recall, we have to be a little bit careful around here because we are close to Hillsbrad. And we could have a guard patrolling the road. So we do have to keep our eyes peeled for that. I'm gonna pull these guys back a bit as I pull them. We'll let them run to us a little bit, and then we'll send our pet in. We have incoming. Yeah, big incoming. Yeah, I think we'll be okay here. It's not really ideal, but I think we can handle it. As long as nothing else sneaks up on us. This is not necessarily great. We'll kill the wizard for sure. He has a bad habit of repositioning. But then I think we have to run. Yeah. I really don't want Kermit to die. I don't want him to lose loyalty or to become unhappy. He died anyway. Okay, fair. Let's just outrange these guys. We'll leash them. And we'll go again. Anyway, it took him a long time to leash. Yeah, we could have been okay if I had full mana, if I had healed Kermit up all the way, we might have been okay. I didn't realize we were going to pull a third. That was where we went wrong. Now we're going to need all of our mana just to res, which is going to cost time. The trick about this is like it's hard to get in here before respawns pop back up and actually take the quest. Oh, that's awful. We're about to be defeated by our quest log. Our quest log is full. What am I going to do here? I'm going to abandon Morbid Fell for now. We can pick it back up in town whenever we want to actually go do it. Alright, with that done, we could farm the rest of the guys we need here. We might as well at least kill everyone who's currently up and see where we stand with the quest. I realize our pet is at half HP, or less than half HP, and is very unhappy. We'll fix that in a second here. We have a friend behind us. And now we just need a bunch of footpads. We're done with thieves. Alright, that is all the thieves and footpads that we need. I'd like to buy some of the better water before being out here too much longer. We do have mountain lions that we need. But I think I'm going to head back to town. And I want to pick up some water. I want to resupply the ammo. So I don't know how much we can make. Let's have a look. We don't have any bronze on us, so we're gonna have to buy... We're gonna have to purchase ammo. Let's not run right down the road. I want to stay off the road a little bit because the Horde Patrol can come all the way out here from the town, and I really don't want to get killed by them. That would not be fun. Let's just keep our eyes open. They would be right around here. It looks like we might be okay. This player right here, the corpse of Gecko, he definitely got killed by them. See, yeah, there they are. He definitely, this is a guard death, like a 99.9% guaranteed that player got killed by a horde guard. I don't even know like how safe it is to be here mining this. I don't know if they come this way or if they only go to the north. What does the merchant have?
I got the best deals
Merchant Supreme. I'm either having a UI issue or I can't talk to him in combat. It's just a combat thing. Leatherworking, engineering, already known, already requires tailoring, and requires enchanting. Okay, nothing that we need.
Keep it real.
First we'll get some ammo and we'll dump the inventory.
Hey there.
It's said that he... It said that he was a weapon vendor, or an ammo vendor, sorry. But apparently he's not. Maybe upstairs. Okay, yes, upstairs.
Hello.
We'll take some solid shot for now. There we go. And we'll just make sure that we socket that.
See you later.
As far as the rest of our inventory goes, we don't need the cloth. I don't know if we need the jade. I'm about to be using these at level 35. I'm going to sell the stack of 2. I'm going to get rid of the solid shot here to get it out of the bags. I haven't used any bandages. I'm just going to sell those for now. Heavy stone I need. Yeah, I think I have to hold on to everything else.
Have a good one.
Oh, you know what I have? I have fish oil, right?
Hey there.
Yeah, I have all this fish oil I can sell. I don't really need the mana pots either. There we go, now we're good.
See you around.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
Alright, that has a follow-up that takes us to Ironforge. Which is good because we have to go there to go to the auction house to get the rest of what we need. Well, we can buy fine thread on the general goods, trade goods, but we have to get the bolt of woolen cloth and the Hillman cloak from the auction house.
Need help?
So we have to go that way anyhow.
Light bless you. For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend.
Alright, there we go, some free experience from picking up those 2 quests. Very nice. Guys, I am going to put myself on a flight for Ironforge so I can take care of those things, and I am going to take a break right here for today. Thank you all very much for joining me on our little adventure. I really appreciate you guys being here for it and for all of the support. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again very soon.
Safe travels.
Bye for now.